Today, we're going to give you we're going to give you 10 habits of successful investors. So grab that cup of coffee, sit back, let's go. Hello, this is Michael Loftus for Wealth and Wisdom TV, where education is the key to a successful financial future. First time here, please do consider subscribing, hitting that like button, of course, if you find value. Also, if you're interested, we do regular market updates, straight talks, educational videos, and we will have a podcast launching soon. So lots going on, but today we're going to focus on 10 habits of successful investors. A couple things I've picked up over the years. Didn't get this gray hair over nothing. So let's go over to the big board and we're going to go through it. Now, before we get started, if you're listening via podcast, we'll have a link here to the video if interested. So 10 habits of successful investors, okay? You see my image here. Start now. Obviously, that's the most important. So have a plan. Think long term, right? We always talk about on our channel, financial plan. Having a financial plan done. It's a roadmap to your future. I think if you're 45 or above, you should definitely have a financial plan. Now, the basis is money in, money out, folks. That's simple. It's called a budget, right? So you either have a deficit, you got some issues there, we need to cut some of those expenses, or surplus, okay? So there's a couple things we can do with the surplus. One, of course, we can invest, right? Take some of those extra money and come up with a plan to invest. The other thing we absolutely recommend is a emergency fund. Everybody should have an emergency fund. We say it depends, right? You say 3 months at minimum. If they're retired, it could be $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. Just depends on the individual circumstance, but that is important as well. Start early, right? Do it in your sleep. So with my kids, last year, my son, we got him started. He was 20. My daughter just started this week, actually. So as parents, they made some money. We matched what they put in. My son's been investing for the last year. He's done very well. He actually just bought a car, helped him buy his car. And as he graduates from college this year, he's going to have a nice little nest egg between his savings of interning and whatnot over the summer and then his investment account. What a great way to start. Start him young. Talk about stocks. We're texting all the time about it. He's got questions about it. Now, he's analytical. My daughter, kind of artsy, but she's excited. She wants to know why I bought this, why I bought that. So not only is it good for the kids, but it's a good way to talk about and educate our kids about money. Be consistent, okay? It's like anything else. Set it up, set it and forget it, okay? Have it come out of your account. Just go right into your investment account. Of course, the same applies for your company. So if you're in a 401k, a simple plan, whatever the case might be, right? That's what I'm talking about. That's automatic, comes out of your paycheck, okay? You want to max as much as you can into your company plan, right? Above 55, you have an opportunity to put some additional monies in there. So think about that, but do that first. Why? Because that helps potentially reduce your tax base, right? Because you're taking money from your paycheck, going in tax-free to your 401k. Diversify. But what do I mean by that? Well, if you watch our channel, we'll have our latest market update here. I mean, I'm not a believer of buy and hold and what I'll call traditional asset allocation. Why? Because the market moves in cycles. Again, you'll see this in a lot of my videos. Various cycles. I mean, back last November, we went to cycle 2, inflation. People thought we were crazy, but guess what? It was a real good call real early because now that's all we hear about, okay? So do smart allocation, right? Don't just do the buy and hold. There's different opportunities at different times. Of course, it doesn't hurt to work with someone like myself, okay? No emotions. Boy, this is what it's all about. Years ago, I read my first book on this. Daniel Kahneman was a professor at Princeton, okay? He was a psychologist, but he actually won a Nobel for economics. He talked about the problem with emotions when it comes in investing. I can tell you I'm recording this the week of September 20th, okay? This week, the market went down. We had a situation in China. The volatility index spiked, right? Emotions could take you out of the market, where if you're smart, you have a process, you buy, okay? That's the difference. You take emotions out of investing, and it will really help you, especially over the long term. Watch your cost, of course, right? So you've got different options out there. You've got mutual funds, which are diversified. Now, mutual funds, I'm not going to get a big case about why I don't do mutual funds, but by prospectus, those big documents you get, it might be a large cap growth fund, but it could hold 5, 10% of mid cap or small cap. So for me, I use ETFs, exchange traded funds, which are very inexpensive. Fees vary from 0.04% up to 0.11%, so very low cost, especially some of those core assets, okay? And the same goes for your advisor, right? I'm a fee-based advisor. You want to check everyone's fees. You also have third-party money managers. So you might have a third-party money manager plus your advisor plus the cost of the funds. That can get pretty expensive real quick. You want to make sure you stay on top of that. Taxes. Who likes taxes out there? Nobody, right? So you got to think about taxes in a lot of different ways. And again, this is where we help our clients. It's during the stage of building wealth. So if they have accounts that are in a non-retirement account, okay, just a standard investment account, a brokerage account, you could still have taxes, right? Whether you're taking profits. If you have mutual funds, you really got to be careful because they have distributions, capital gain distributions at the end of the year. So another reasons why I like ETFs, not only are they cost efficient, more tax efficient, but you got to be careful. And the same goes for when you're taking money out of your retirement accounts. You know, everyone focuses on growth in our industry, but a big part of our job is that retirement income side to make sure we do it in the most tax efficient way. So bringing it all together, what's the most important thing? Let's start with a plan, right? Start with a plan. Make sure you're doing some smart investing. Watch those taxes. Watch those fees. Stick to it. Start early. And hopefully you'll see some success. Thanks so much for watching. Michael Loftus, Wealth and Wisdom TV. Okay.